It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And we've got Tavarius Ward, who's made 33 tackles this season from his spot in the secondary. It's the 49ers and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here at Inglewood, California. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And here we go from L.A. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out is one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
That's brought in by Jennings. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. Nabs along that sideline. Samuel. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Cut by Jennings. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll throw on 1st. That throw behind his intended target.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Kittle brings it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Caught, nice game left side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Ayuk put in motion left. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and room.
And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. He'll get this to Kupp. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 now. Motioning Watkins right. 2nd and 3. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he'd love to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the 49ers will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. That finds Ayuk complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. He's going to throw this one. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the gun, McCaffrey, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That stop made by T.J. Watt. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Brought in by Ayuk. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a 49er first down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. That's caught for the first. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a...
And he gets in. Touchdown! The 49ers pull that in front further. 13-zip. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Rams and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And you can see he's in chase mode, trying his best to catch the league leader in receiving. Right now, sits in 2nd place. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Putting a receiver in motion. From the 32. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. On 1st down, here's Stafford. He gets this one to Nacua. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They pick the handoff now, Stafford. His pass caught by Nacua. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now Stafford again. He completes it in traffic. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Niners' 25-yard.
They put a receiver in motion right. From the 25 on 2nd down. Throw reeled in by Whittington. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
False start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That throw finds Kittle. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They're going play action. Left side secured by Ayuk. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Play action on 1st down. And a man is there to knock that away.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Now looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Rams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Stafford now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Rams with some work to do, trailing in this game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Throwing now on first down. Stafford able to find Nacua here. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 2nd and 3 now.
The 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Fred Warner. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Second and 4. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. The 49ers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So we're at halftime with one side enjoying a pretty decent 10-point advantage. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona, where you see the final score there. Bryce Young, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Brian Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Josh Downs, a touchdown catch in the victory. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That finds Ayuk, complete. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's a 49er first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So it's going to be third and short coming up. On third and short, McCaffrey. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Back to pass on first and 10. Brought in by Ayuk. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. They have themselves another first and 10. Called in left side. Oh, he lost the football. Picked up by the Rams. And they stop him before he gets... So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. A pitch to McCaffrey. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here we go, second and very long. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Looking for somewhere to... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Jake Moody out for the 49ers field goal try. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. Moody knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. But that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Returns looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Stafford from the gun. This will be cut by Watkins. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
Brings up second and 2.
From the 42. That one complete to Whittington. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They give to Harris from the gun. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They motion Kupp over right. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Throw wheeled in by Whittington. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is. But after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Buys time, rolling right. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the 1st down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Stafford gonna go on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll get this to Kupp. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run in. Harris takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams now within 1 score in the 4th. Najee Harris, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing. Takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And his guys get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The 49ers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 39. That throw finds Kittle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll throw on first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Cut by Jennings. And they bring him down around the 34. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a 49er first down. He'll look to throw. It's taken in by Juszczyk. And he gets this forward to the 19.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
From the 19. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Here he goes on the bootleg. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They go play action here. Oh no, the ball is loose. Picked up by the Rams. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now following the turnover. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. It's complete to Whittington. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's caught for the 1st. Give him 24 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now Stafford again. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Stafford to throw again on 2nd. Throw reeled in by Higbee. They gain 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 49ers 29-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They send a receiver in motion right. From the 29. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Rams first down.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 8-yard line.
Stafford from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Cameron Bynum there defensively.
Looking to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Rams come through to tie it in the 4th. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And it just feels like he's been... They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. That finds Ayuk, complete. 3 inside the 30. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers jump in front late. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. So now, massive moment coming up for the 49ers as they go for 2. They'll try to run it in. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4th. Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner. And as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we've got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage and the simplest path for 2 points.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Now to throw. It's complete to Higbee. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Running for the marker with Williams. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Throwing now. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. He'll get this to Kupp. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They kick the running back in motion. To throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Trying again following the sack. That one complete to Whittington. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Trying to set this up quick.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But a Ram found his way to the football first, and they avoid the turnover. Whew. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the 49ers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.